So recently, we've come across some interesting headlines discussing how leadership styles of managers and business owners can negatively affect both businesses and team well-being. I've done some digging into this, and I've found that many owners and leaders are feeling like they can't communicate directly with their teams anymore. They feel like they're walking on eggshells. But here's the real issue. It's not about being unable to speak directly. It's often about using the wrong communication style for the situation. For example, everybody emails constantly, but then the email gets lost. And that's no surprise, because most managers get promoted without any training on how to handle their teams. My own leadership and communication styles were shaped during my time in the Army as an Army training drill sergeant. That's why I learned about different approaches, like autocratic and democratic communication styles. But I've met lots of civilian managers who have never even heard of these concepts. Here's how I explain the difference. And once they grasp it, they usually feel more confident about managing their own teams effectively. Autocratic, sometimes called authoritarian leadership, is a style where managers hold complete authority over decision making. This means they won't be seeking input from others. As you can imagine, this style is quite common in military settings, but not because we enjoy shouting and giving orders. It's because this style allows us to make rapid, decisive decisions, often with life or death threatening implications. And it can be effective in civilian workplaces, but only when used in the right context. So imagine if you're giving a safety briefing before a high-risk task, like working on live railway lines. This is a perfect scenario for autocratic communication. We're talking about high stakes, life and death situations where there's no margin for error. It's about setting precise performance expectations, a well-structured activity, clear distinctions between leaders and team members, and establish rules and regulations. Now picture taking that type of leadership into a team meeting where you want to promote a culture of health and safety and encourage people to share ideas and initiatives. An autocratic approach in such a setting can make people hesitant to speak up. Even worse, they might feel like you're shutting them down. When that happens, they won't implement any ideas because they feel like their input doesn't matter. Their enthusiasm wanes and they might even become disruptive, displaying what's known as adolescent child behaviour. In this type of situation, a democratic approach is needed. You want to foster open communication and encourage diverse input to achieve the best results. So it becomes evident that it's not about rigid adhering to one leadership style. Different situations call for different approaches. If you were to apply a democratic approach in a life or death scenario, people might become uncertain about their roles and feel that their instructions are open to interpretation. The consequences of such misunderstandings can be severe. Coming from a military background, I talk about the importance of preparation and training. And as a leader, there are loads of situations you can prepare for with the right training. How to motivate people, when to use humour, and how to handle difficult conversations. These are the kinds of topics you can expect in our Manager Leadership Essential Training course. At Elite Force Safety, we're bringing military standards to workplace training. So if you've enjoyed this video and you'd like to learn more, please visit our website or leave a comment under the video and we'll get back to you.